In this section, we will explore how to use pepper and salt as metaphors for different aspects of life, such as contrast, spice, balance, etc. Pepper and salt are common ingredients in many cuisines, but they also have symbolic meanings that can enrich your poems. One way to use pepper and salt as metaphors is to contrast them with each other. Pepper is usually associated with heat, intensity, passion, and excitement. Salt is often linked to coolness, calmness, wisdom, and preservation. You can use these opposites to create tension and interest in your poems. For example, she was pepper, he was salt, she burned with fire. He kept his fault, they clashed and sparkled in every way, but somehow they made each other stay. Another way to use pepper and salt as metaphors is to highlight their role as spices. Pepper and salt can enhance the flavor of any dish, but they can also overpower it if used too much or too little. You can use this idea to write about the balance between moderation and excess in life. For example, life is like a dish that needs some seasoning. Too much pepper makes it bitter. Too much salt makes it dry, but just the right amount can make it satisfying, so find your sweet spot, and don't be shy. A third way to use pepper and salt as metaphors is to relate them to their origins and properties. Pepper comes from tropical plants that grow in warm and humid climates. Salt comes from the sea or from mineral deposits that form in dry and cold places. You can use these differences to write about the diversity and richness of life. For example, pepper and salt are worlds apart. One grows in green, one sleeps in white, but both are gifts from nature's heart that add some color to our sight. These are just some of the ways you can use pepper and salt as metaphors for different aspects of life. You can experiment with your own combinations and associations to create unique and original poems. Remember, poetry is a form of expression that allows you to play with words and images. So have fun and let your imagination run wild. One of the ways to write a poem is to use rhyme, rhythm, and imagery. These are some of the elements that make a poem sound musical, expressive, and memorable. Let's look at some examples of poems that feature pepper and salt, and see how they use these elements. Rhyme is the repetition of similar sounds at the end of words.